This lady is about to sleep with her fiancé's best friend the night before her wedding. They've been secretly having an affair for over 4 months, both believing her fiancé will never uncover their betrayal. They have no idea that her fiancé is standing at the door, silently watching them. He returned ahead of schedule to deliver his wife's dinner dress for the wedding reception tomorrow, only to be shocked to find her in bed with his best friend. It hurts the most when the one you trusted with everything is the one who destroys it all. The lady happily and cheerfully enjoys herself in the company and arms of another man, while her fiancé watches with betrayal in his eyes and a heavy heart. A man who can sleep with his friend's wife is worse than an enemy. This man has realized he's about to enter the wrong marriage and now has only a few hours to make a crucial decision. The night before forever, he found the truth he was never meant to see. Fuming with anger, he storms out and sits in the living room waiting in silence for her to finish with his friend. A woman who cheats the night before marriage has already broken the most important promise. He angrily pulls out the dinner gown and flowers he bought for her, intending to dispose of them, but halfway through, he changes his mind. Since his fiancée chose to deceive him by sleeping with his best friend, he chose to play the fool, pretending he knows nothing about their affair. He sits calmly on the couch, composed, as if he hadn't just witnessed the ultimate betrayal. A few minutes later, after the lady had satisfied her desires with the man, they lay in bed, exchanging unearned praise and admiration. He reminds her of their plan to keep meeting in secret twice a week after the wedding, indulging their desires without any concern for her husband's feelings. The moment a man starts sleeping with his friend's wife, he begins to crave not just her body, but her loyalty too. He asks for a glass of water to regain his strength, and she slowly climbs out of bed to serve him. She has no idea that her soon-to-be husband is in the living room, silently waiting for her to emerge from her betrayal. As she heads to the kitchen, she's startled by the sound of her fiancé's voice calmly calling her name. She instantly feels panic rise within her and tries to hide it by offering him a forced cheerful welcome. He presents the dinner gown to her and suggests they go inside so she can try it on, but she quickly declines. The man quickly comes up with another plan, telling her he needs to rest for a while as he stands to leave, but she immediately stops him. She lies to him, claiming the bedroom is messy and she'd be too embarrassed for him to see it that way. The man insists on going into the bedroom, but she quickly stops him again. This lady believes she's outsmarting her fiancé, unaware that he's already one step ahead of her. She playfully begs him to wait on the couch for a few minutes while she goes in to tidy up the mess before he comes in. Staying silent in the face of betrayal doesn't make you a fool. It means you're choosing wisdom over chaos. The lady rushes into the room and quickly informs the man that her fiancé is in the house, causing him to panic instantly. She quickly tells him that her fiancé is about to come into the bedroom and urgently instructs him to hide. Cheating comes with a price, and it's always more than you're willing to pay. She hurriedly hides the man behind the curtains and quickly rushes to the bed to grab her jacket, throwing it on in a panic. The man steps out from behind the curtains and quickly slips on his shirt in a rush. She reminds him to stay quiet behind the curtains, then immediately walks out to the sitting room. She approaches her fiancé with a composed and confident look, fully convinced that the man hidden in the room won't be found. He quickly tells her that something came up and he has to step out to handle it. The man already knows she only went out to warn his friend of his presence and to help him hide. They both stand and she walks him to the door, believing she has successfully kept her affair hidden. Many times, those who think they've played the smartest game have no idea they were outplayed from the very beginning. Two days after their wedding, the man has refused to engage in sexual intercourse with his wife. The night he caught her in bed with his best friend was the night his love and attraction for her died. Ever since that night, he's been making excuses, claiming he's too tired or stressed to fulfill his duties. He begs her to go to sleep, promising to give in to her request the following night, and she reluctantly agrees. She settles into bed, holding on to the hope of having him the next night as promised. A man can never feel aroused for the woman who broke his trust in the very place they shared their intimacy. Ever since learning about his best friend's secret affair with his wife, he hasn't been able to sleep soundly at night. He slowly lies back on the bed, his mind racing as he contemplates how to avenge his wife's betrayal. He went through with the wedding, hoping marriage would help him forgive her, but he still finds himself searching for a way out. When betrayal runs too deep, our hearts may want to forgive, but our soul can't seem to let go. He devises a plan to invite his best friend to his house, intending to confront him and ask the questions that have been haunting him. Two days later, the friend arrived at the man's house to honor the invitation he had extended. The man walks in with a tray carrying 3 glasses of champagne, sets it down on the table, then picks up 2 glasses and serves his friend as he sits beside him. They both take a sip from their glasses, and his friend cheerfully congratulates him on his recent marriage. He thanks his friend for his support throughout the marriage, then playfully asks, "What would you do if you caught your best friend in bed with your wife?" He knows his friend won't confess of sleeping with his wife without evidence, so he decides to test his reaction to betrayal. His friend, oblivious to the trap, confidently answers that he would kill anyone caught with his wife. Most people can't swallow the bitterness they so freely pour into others. The man quietly laughs to himself, knowing that the same friend who would kill over such betrayal is guilty of committing it against him. With a calm sip and a satisfied smile, he listens as his friend firmly declares he can never forgive a betrayal. He politely asks the man to excuse him for a few minutes, picks up the glass of champagne from the table, and hands it to his wife as he sits beside her. Wisdom often wears the disguise of foolishness to reveal true intentions. After hearing his friend's response, he poses the same question to his wife to see how she would react. When deception grows bold enough to stand in daylight, love has already gone blind. His wife laughs and tells him that she would also kill anyone she finds on bed with her partner. She reminds him of her unwavering faithfulness and warns that she won't stand for any betrayal from anyone. These two have shown the man that neither of them can withstand the pain they willingly inflict on others. Neither of them knows that the man has poisoned their drink, a silent revenge for their betrayal, before serving it to them. When you take an open drink, you're not just quenching thirst, you're tempting fate. He walks over to sit beside his friend, hearing him cough, the sounds signaling the poison taking effect. Their betrayal has pushed this man to take a life, hoping that the act will redeem the wounded soul they left behind. No matter how much you're hurting, ending a life will never heal the wound inside. His wife and friends slowly sink to their knees, their bodies racked with pain, as the poison relentlessly drags them toward death. This is a lesson to everyone. Cheating in a relationship doesn't make you smart. It only proves you're skilled at breaking what you once promised to protect. A man who deliberately sleeps with his friend's wife was never a friend to begin with. Ending your partner's life because they cheated isn't justice, it's murder, and it's punishable by law. Betrayal cuts deep, but revenge only multiplies the pain. No matter how hurt you are, choosing violence will never bring true healing. Thank you for watching this video. Please share this video and comment where you are watching from.